Very different reason. Bill Young has been a baker, a fire captain, a merchant marine, and entrepreneur. Add to that list, husband and father, and you'd think his life was more than complete. But there was one thing he was missing, so he traveled back in time to reclaim it. Global National's Carolyn Jarvis picks up his story.
Graduation is a day made up of 3 parts excitement and 1 part fear. So it's a nice reassurance that in St. Patrick's class of 2009, there's someone who has a pretty good idea of how the next 70 years or so will unfold.
How am I feeling? Brad Pitt's going to move over.
At 85, Bill Young is really living up to his name. He's soaking in every second of a day his friends celebrated decades ago. You see, when Bill was about their age, back in 1939, his grade 10 year was cut short. His father died, the war broke out, and Bill was forced to leave St. Patrick's to support his mother and brother. He never returned until an unassuming day last April when Bill's nostalgia got the better of him.
Turns it back the clock, my good gosh.
Despite the flood of memories, there was something noticeably absent from the class of 41.
O'Connor, Kilty.
Yeah.
And that's when Principal John Bavacqua came up with a crazy idea.
I said, Bill, you know, it's been a long time, but I think it's time that you come back and get your diploma. Well, I think I nearly floored him.
It is it's unbelievable, really.
And so, in an address to the student body the day before graduation, came the words Bill never thought he'd say.
My fellow graduates.
Five children and 12 grandchildren later,
Joanne Wynn.
A hand-wringing moment marked the end of a chapter that for too long sat unfinished.
And so, Bill, 70 years later, it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Bill Young and his honorary diploma from St. Patrick's Regional Secondary School.
This was an applause worth waiting for.
Congratulations, Bill. It's been 70 years coming.
All for a man who brought the history of this school to life and who today, at 85, made history. Carolyn Jarvis, Global News, Vancouver.
And that is Global National for Sunday.